No need to put his real name in there, so I just use his initials in here. And so that's the setup, okay? And let me read you just a little bit. HW's drinking became worse and worse. The more he drank alcohol, the louder, angrier, and more violent he became. When he was home, we tried our best to hide as much as possible, but my mother could not. He would scream her name as loud as he could. The violence escalated. I vividly remember one night in particular when he was drinking and became angry about something. We were upstairs when we heard him screaming at our mother, so we stopped and listened closely. Then all of a sudden he began screaming for all the children to come downstairs immediately. As we turned the corner, we saw him pointing a large black gun at our mother's head. We were so scared. While yelling, he said, "Tell your mama bye, because I'm getting ready to kill her," expletive. He repeated and said that 2 or 3 more times. My siblings and I, we sat on the floor as we cried hysterically and begging and pleading with him not to kill our mother. As he continued to terrorize her, I remember boldly jumping up and saying, "Please don't kill her, kill me." I was around 11 or 12, and eventually he did put the gun down. But after that, fear just set in for me. It just set in, so I was afraid of absolutely everything. Everything I was afraid of, always. And so I lived in a home where, how many of y'all lived in homes where there were unspoken rules? There were just unspoken rules in the house. I don't care. It could be how bad it was. There were unspoken rules. You don't air dirty laundry. You keep it all in the home. You keep everything in. You don't talk about nothing. And so there was so much more. And so I don't even share this stuff. I don't even talk about all the stuff that went on. A lot of it is in the book. And so even with my aunts, is my aunt over here? She's on the way. And so her baby sister, and so they lived literally around the corner. It's my cousin Raymond. They lived around the corner. They never knew what was going on in the home. We called it the house of horror, a house of terror, because so much went on in the home. And so we lived like that. And so as I grew up, we couldn't talk about it. Once we moved out, we got out of that place, and then something else, but you could not. My mother you think I suffered in silence. My mother was silent about everything. She never had a conversation with me. My mother died a mystery to me. I never knew anything, never knew what was going on, so she unconsciously taught me it's okay, abuse is okay in the home.